Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, where somewhere in between last time and this time, I went back out there, I left the Citadel, I scanned all the new planets that had shown up, and I've got to say, The Punisher Season 2 is pretty good. I'm about, I think, a little over halfway through Punisher Season 2. I'm trying to finish up all of the Marvel shows on Netflix before Disney Plus comes out, because I don't want it to be kind of like behind, otherwise I'll just end up queuing things up. And I feel that the Marvel shows on Disney Plus are going to, at the very least, connect to the movies, unlike the Netflix shows, which Disney clearly had no priority in regards to connecting those to the movies. And it's truly a gift that BioWare gave its fans. The scanning of the planets. They gave fans a mind-numbing task that goes on for hours, because they knew that its player base would want to be able to continue on doing other activities while they play the video game. Like, there's so much to do when playing video. You have to focus on things, you gotta pay attention to storyline, details. Yeah, it's Emily Wong. They're not wrong. But yeah, that's what I.
Lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
No, they're not.
You ever been up there?
No. CSEC won't let me. They say I'm a risk.
They think every Krogan is dangerous.
Damn Turians. We should kill them all.
That's not going to help your case, sir. So yeah, I spent most of the time I was scanning planets, just doing other stuff, which I feel is just the nail in in the coffin in regards to the scanning of planets argument. It is so boring and so mind-numbing that I could do it while watching television and lose nothing.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Now, I could provide an endorsement and be like, this shop is my favorite shop of the Citadel, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go to every shop and say that, because
I'm just browsing.
Of course. Take your time.
Because I want that to mean something. So let's buy ourselves a space hamster. A large spine fish. A model of the Normandy SR1, alright. And a model of the Destiny Ascension. Makes sense.
So do you want to get one of the fish, or maybe a model ship?
How is a model ship supposed to remind me of the Citadel?
It's festive, and you like ships.
I'm an engineer, honey. I look at ships all day.
So you like them. But somewhere on the Citadel, there's going to be a place for me to buy groceries. Ooh, possibly here.
I hear this is the best place for food on
Yep.
Ward.
High-grade provisions, various quality cuisine items, used to prepare diplomatic dinners aboard starships. Ascension novel, written by human author Drew Karpyshyn, who I believe is actually the author of this game. The popular military historical novel Ascension focuses on several lives warped or destroyed by the human survivalist cult Cerberus. And Revelations is a popular military historical novel by human writer Drew Karpyshyn. I believe he wrote all 4 of the Mass Effect novels. I'd have to check. Or should I say he wrote, like, the first 4 Mass Effect novels. I'd have to check, especially since the first... I've only read the first 2. The first one was awful, and the second one was also not very good. Let's look at a map. There's a lot to do. Let's go... Let's complete out what's going on this side of the map. Before... I believe there might be a ramp for me to go upstairs. Yep.
Forget the damn fish.
But he's hungry, and he wants some fish. These guys got nothing going on for them.
Fears of an uncontrolled plague in the streets of Omega have been laid to rest, as the disease is now under control.
Okay. Visit Dark Star. Alright, let's go down first. And then we can make our way up back later on.
The colony of Mindoir has won the right to use Commander Shepard's likeness on its colonial seal.
Really?
The commander's family was killed in a slaver attack, but Shepard has maintained ties to the colony.
What colony? Or, I guess, that must be my colonist upbringing. Because I'm from said colony.
Greetings, Earth Clan. You will find many excellent ships for sale here. Only slightly used, yes.
I'm surprised that I'm not finding any Quarians around the used ship salesman. I would imagine of all the people, it would be them trying to add to the flotilla. What did you say?
You ever had ramen? It's a delicacy back on Earth.
I have, although I haven't really had the really good ramen. One of these days I need to make my way to, like, a really good ramen shop.
This clanless is a thief, and I want her arrested.
What? I was just walking by.
Let's see if we can solve this problem just yet.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take a statement here.
There's nothing to talk about. She stole my credit chit. Arrest her.
I did not. Just because I'm a Quarian.
I need you to stop and take a deep breath.
You're mocking me, Earth Clan. Just because the Vol Clan need...
It was a poor choice of words, sir. I apologize.
You say you're falsely accused?
I was walking to the used ship dealer when he
Oh,
barged
yep.
into me outside the Certa Foundation. He didn't stop or say he was sorry. A minute later, he runs up with C-Sec and accuses me of stealing his damn chit.
You ran into each other outside the Certa Foundation. Is it possible the chit fell out of his pocket there?
I guess. Sure, all I know is I didn't take it.
And she's gonna say she's looking at
Spend a lot of
ships to
time
add
with
to
the
the
used ship
flotilla.
dealer?
Yeah, they've got a lot of nice models. I'd like to buy one and take it back to the fleet,
But they're very expensive.
A decent-sized ship, even used, costs hundreds of thousands of credits.
I know. It's crazy, right? But I still like to daydream when I look at the hollows.
So
And
she
I could do
needs
amazing
money.
things to the engines. I'd make them sing like birds.
You say she stole your credit chit?
She must have. When I left the Certa Foundation store, she ran right into me.
How does running into you mean she stole your credit chit?
That's how pickpockets work. They bump into you and use that as a cover for rifling your pockets.
You know, to be fair, your pockets are like way down there.
Clanless Quarians, thieves, all of them.
Are you sure you didn't leave your chit at the Certa Foundation?
His chit is probably at the
Not.
Certa Foundation.
You think I'd make a mistake like that?
Yes, yes, I would.
I didn't even buy anything there. That chit stayed in my pocket.
Do you know who's telling the truth?
My Omni tool can tell the Quarian doesn't have a chit on her, but she could have stashed it to recover later. You know what Quarians are like.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
definitely a vagrant. I'll run her in and see what Bailey wants to do with her.
I'll see if I can find out what happened.
Ma'am, this is a C-Sec matter.
Um,
We'll do all we can to resolve this. We don't need civilian help. If you do happen to find the chit, please let one of our officers know.
If your response to like a problem is immediate racism, then you definitely need the help. Let's see. Where is the Serta Foundation? It is to my right and back, I think. Now it is behind me.
I felt her hand go into my pocket. When I checked, my credit chit was gone.
There's the Serta Foundation.
What do you think, Michael? Maybe the immunobooster? It's supposed to help with alien bacteria.
We can get whatever you'd like for little chip.
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Serta Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
Avolis was in here not too long ago. Did he drop a credit chit?
And not that I saw. He didn't purchase anything.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, citizen.
So he didn't buy anything here.
Wouldn't a refreshing, delicious Chupari sports drink hit the spot right now?
No.
Just refund and exchange, and I was told to pick up a new Omni Gel converter here.
I don't think you have the right place.
You know what Quarians are like. They take anything welded to the deck.
Alright, I guess let's take a look around.
I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down. You claim you didn't take his credit chit?
Look, it took me a long time to get this refund. It's a Cision Omni Gel converter. He said there'd be...
Let's go into this warehouse, poke our head around, for no particularly good reason. There is absolutely nothing to do here. Fantastic. So if he didn't buy anything from here, I suppose there's the question whether he bought anything anywhere else.
He sent me here. Come on.
Are you sure you're being straight with me? There's nothing you want to admit.
What? Why are you accusing me? I didn't do anything.
What can I get you?
Let's go to another shop, see if an option.
There's a Avolis outside who lost his credit chit. Did you happen to see him drop it anywhere?
I don't recall any other Vol clan entering my showroom today. Just that migrant clan girl putting her fingers all over the brochures again.
Okay. So he didn't enter that shop.
I'm legally obligated to inform you that I'll be doing an Omni.
So here's the thing, though. He's accusing her of taking the chip. The officer can't find it, but she's still being brought in.
He's a perfectly healthy toddler.
Ooh, metagel opacity. We could definitely use that. Hello, sir.
Welcome to Saranus Applications. Can I address you? Ah, Shepard.
Do I
Finally, somebody who recognizes
I
me
know you.
for my
Even a female
celebrity.
Hanar would remember the human who fought off the Geth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Avolis was in here not too long ago. Did he drop a credit chit?
Oh, yes. He bought some environmental system drivers, then left without his chit. I didn't notice he'd left until he was already gone. If you see him, tell him I have it here behind the counter.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. He'll be glad to hear that.
Not a problem. Have a good day.
Tech damage, damage protection. Unfortunately, I only have so much money because I did spend a lot of it scanning planets. Because it's like the act of scanning planets, I don't think I mentioned it, is basically just a conversion of resources. You're converting money into alternate resources. You spend money
Sorry,
on
sir,
probes.
I only read one. Please move along.
You forgot your credit chit at Saranus Applications. The clerk's holding it for you.
Oh. Well, the Quarian could have stolen it.
I'll close this event report, but I'll be watching you. Get a permanent residence, or I'll run you in for vagrancy.
Are you two serious?
What?
The Quarian could have committed a crime, but didn't.
All you have to say now is that she could have stolen it.
Now, just a minute.
And you. She gets harassed and insulted by this guy, and you throw in a threat to arrest her for vagrancy.
How about if I run you in for obstruction of justice?
Obstruction of what?
You think you're gonna run in a former Spectre? I think both of you should get out of here.
Son of a...
Thank you. I wish I could give you something more than words.
Can you take care of yourself from here?
I guess. I mean, most nights I eat nutrient paste in a Turian shelter, but I'm surviving. Thanks.
Good old nutrient paste. Alright, now that I've solved the problems of the galaxy, let's move along. But it's interesting that you have these relationships between these random people that showcase different species prejudice against each other. Like the idea that the Quarian are looked down upon because of how they migrate throughout the galaxy, and that's something that's mentioned in Mass Effect 1. That in the background details, that the Quarian fleet generally is looked down upon because of how they move from one place in the galaxy to the other, more or less soaking up resources in their path. But now that you have this kind of interaction between the Volus, between the
it's like a non-stop barrage of death.
Between the human and the Quarian, it provides kind of like a better image of that. Also, I could use all three of these and an ammo pack. That's cheap.
If you can hit anything.
I could use all three of those because Shepard can use the heavy pistol, the machine gun, and... Oh, the game salesman! I forgot about this guy.
I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now.
Oh, only 11 billion?
Do you have any games you'd like to trade in? You get 2 credits toward a new game.
Oh, just as worthwhile as trading in games in the real world.
You know what's good? Alliance Corsair. The battles are pretty realistic, but it's still fun. And you can install it on an Omni tool.
See, that's an interesting statement. The battles are realistic, but it's still fun. It's almost implying that the realism takes away from the fun in the game. Which, to be fair, that's an interesting argument. It's kind of like, there's the John Wick VR game. It has 2 modes. It has an arcade mode and a simulation mode. Ooh, this guy probably knows whether there's fish in the Presidium.
Nothing I can do for you?
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers for the Presidium. Do you know if there are fish in the lakes?
I get that question a lot. I think it's right behind where's the restroom.
It's also the lake.
Reservoirs, the Presidium's own supply, independent from the water storage tanks in the wards. The only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is the Leosanis' gift shop.
When I pour a glass of water, it's the same stuff tourists throw garbage in.
Probably filtered,
they
though.
purify it first. If some Solarian or human bacteria gets left in, and a Turian or Quarian drinks it, they could die. Everything would be so much simpler if we all had the same DNA. But no, the universe...
But no, there's diversity.
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers for the
I get
Presidium.
that
Okay.
Those are the only place I know of on the station to get a live fish.
Where's that gift shop?
the market downstairs from the bar. Delea sells aquariums. Fish are the largest pets most station residents can get a permit for.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. If you get up to the Presidium, check out the Demile flowers across from the conduit. They're coming in very nicely.
What'll it be?
Hear about anything interesting going on around here?
They serve drinks. If you want to know what's going on, check the news. I don't know why humans always ask me that.
I'm done for now.
Let me know if you change your mind.
But anyway, so it has two modes. It has arcade mode, VR mode. Or sorry, arcade mode, simulation mode. In arcade mode, in order to reload your guns, why is he just standing in front of the space urinal? In order to reload your guns, you move your hands to your hips. Also, Shepard's awful dance animation, which is still much better than my awful dance animation. Ooh, talk to Miranda. Let's talk to her.
It's a nice enough place. A lot nicer than Cora's den, anyway. I wasn't sorry to hear they never reopened after the gag attack.
So yeah, and so it makes for a game that's very fast. Like, because in order to reload, it treats it more like a light gun game. Because like in your arcade light gun game, in order to reload, you move your gun away from the screen. Oh, this is the reporter that
want to hear your story, Shepard.
usually gets punched because she's a jerk. She just wants to present you in the worst light.
I interviewed you 2 years ago when you first became a Spectre.
Yeah, I think I
presented your
punched
case
you.
very well on camera. Do you have a minute?
Sorry, don't remember, don't care.
But the people remember you, Shepard. You're bad, you're news. I just want to give your story its due.
Nope.
Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words.
I like how people are just walking in the background.
Hackett to assist the Destiny Ascension, costing hundreds of human lives.
I'm not gonna punch.
Dominance of the Citadel Council.
The Turians lost 20 cruisers. Figure each had a crew of around 300. The Ascension, the Asari dreadnought we saved, had a crew of nearly 10,000.
But surely the human cost.
The Alliance lost 8 cruisers. Shenyang, Emden, Jakarta, Cairo, Seoul, Cape Town, Warsaw, Madrid, and yes, I remember them all. Everyone in the 5th Fleet is a hero. The Alliance owes them all medals. The Council owes them a lot more than that. And so do you.
I like that.
Commander Shepard, first human Spectre. Hero of the Battle of the Citadel. Check bid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
Well, that's what happens when you're hoping for a specific headline. Also, am I out of stairs? Do I actually now have to go to a rapid transit to get out of here? I want to say the answer to that question is yes.
Credits,
Also,
we offer data protection for any game we sell. If the copy protection ever malfunctions, you can download a new copy free.
so in order to get data protection for your new game, you also have to you could trade in 5 of your games in order to do that. Like, without really knowing the difference between prices, like between monetary systems, just realize that in order to get data protection, you have to trade in 5 games. Let's go up to the Presidium and let ourselves be known to the human embassy and possibly also the council. Like, I don't think they're going to help me anyway, and they're probably going to give me something to do. Yeah.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance.
Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
Yeah, I died and then got revived.
Actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
Okay, that's nice, but...
The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
We've dismissed this claim by ignoring it.
No one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign.
Because most likely the power went out by the time that Shepard left.
Others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Or they couldn't translate it.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
What about Sovereign?
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated by Cerberus, and before them by Saren.
So you're not helping me.
I guess I'm on my own. Again.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
Reinstatement? Well, I guess I probably lost it when I died.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Alright, yeah, I'll take it. I won't get any help, but at the very least I'll have the title.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Yep, I realize that, but...
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about
simply because, like, if everything goes right, I won't necessarily need to be attached to Cerberus forever.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consulate, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
Relax.
The Council reinstated my Spectre status.
I got it.
They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Consulate.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Consulate. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udin has never gotten over the fact that I got the council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Why don't you fire him?
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are
I've got to say that at the very least, the look of the Citadel is really cool.
Sitting around 5 years.
The ring
The
especially.
Keepers always surprise us, though.
It
like
presents this
our
kind of like
repairs are
false, perfect
We put up
reality.
an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Because people are running around with pieces of it.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What happened to Staff Lieutenant Alenko after the Normandy was destroyed?
As in this version of the game, what was her name? Ashley? She died.
But he's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
Makes sense.
How have the last couple years treated you?
I like how Miranda and Morden are just standing there in the background.
My twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is
Like, they don't show you a camera angle that generally shows them, but there's that one camera angle specifically where it's like, they got nothing.
Trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Yep, there they are.
Dina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Yep. They're just minding their own business, standing perfectly still, looking at absolutely nothing. Ugh.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand.
Like, it would make a lot more sense if they were parked, like, over here to look at the nature, over here to look at other nature, but nope, they're just way in the back.
The wreckage of the freighter Tur-Alan was found on an uncolonized planet in the Dranik system. Salvage teams reported no survivors.
Oh, I guess that's everything for me to do here. Let's go back to Normandy, wander around a little bit, check on the fish, check on the... what kind of hamster? Research some upgrades, because I did buy some upgrades for metagel capacity, sniper, heavy pistol, machine pistol upgrades. So there's a little bit, and then I think I'm going to move on and continue with Kasumi Goto's quest. Because I actually do like Kasumi Goto's side quest. Also, that gives me the civilian clothes that I want Shepard to have. Because her civilian clothes are terrible. If I do her mission, Kasumi's mission first, that will acquire Commander Shepard a dress, which looks great.
No messages for you, Commander.
That is a lie. From Emily Wong. You're alive? How come you broke whatever cover you've been under for 2 years but didn't offer an exclusive interview to your favorite reporter? Whenever you come up for air and are ready to talk, let me know. Commander, I thought that my gift of work from Consort Shiara. I thought that my gift of words had been incorrect, an embarrassing notion, but my context tell me you yet survive. I am pleased to hear that your journey continues, though I sense that you head toward an even deeper darkness. When you fought Saren, only your resolve was tested, but now I fear you cannot rely on your own strength. Take whatever steps you must to ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts, or aka, complete their loyalty missions. Be well, Consort Shira.
That Kasumi is an interesting addition to the crew. I can see why she's good at her work. She never reveals anything meaningful about herself. It's all on the surface. It'll be a challenge getting to know who she really is. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. Let's check on these upgrades. So I got some... but I need more of these to unlock. Disappointing. Emergency shielding. Ooh. Unity restores squad member shields to full strength. I guess I need to buy more of those capacity upgrades. In the meantime, let us go upstairs. Check on the fish. Feed the fish. Because that's very important. If I don't feed the fish will die. And nobody wants that. Check on the additional models. We've got the Ascension now there on the left. We've got the SR1 on the bottom. A little bit smaller, but also it looks as though the SR1 had a generally more advanced engine. And something that the human engineers by themselves weren't able to replicate. Which also makes it seem as though there's no records for how the SR1 actually worked. Space Hamster! Well, hello, Space Hamster. Feed fish. Ah, yeah. Eat, my pretties. Disappear into the... out of the tank, somehow. I have no idea what's going on with the fish. They have gone on their own separate path. Alright, now that that's done, let's hop back on the ship and proceed with the mission somewhere. You know, also, what's kind of odd about this screen is it's very surface level. Like, it looks nice to kind of fly around, but then you fly through a star and you're okay. So it's really just kind of like a more figurative representation of space travel more than anything else. But let us land here, go through the DLC loyalty mission. Which has a little bit of a startup, a little bit of party mingling first before you throw on the armor. Let's see. Let's get her some upgrades. Oh, it's just me and her. Interesting. I guess that makes sense because I'd be her +1.
Looking good, Miss Alison Gunn. Hawk won't be able to keep his eyes off you.
I assume Alison Gunn is my cover?
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a
the name's
sealer
Gunn. Alison Gunn.
Stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
Take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason?
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Is there a reason why the camera angle was just, like, right at her chest?
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor.
Yeah,
you can
convenient.
keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm.
Where is she keeping that pistol on her dress?
We'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for.
Being interesting is my defining trait. So I am Alison Gunn,
This is our stop.
a leader of a band of mercs in the Terminus systems.
After you, Ms. Gunn.
Hold a moment, ma'am. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Hawk. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Alison Gunn.
Alison Gunn. A pleasure.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you?
I've already seen Kasumi Goto. I know all her
I'll ask your
moves.
companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
Ah, because Alison Gunn has the invitation, but Kasumi does not.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
She's Kasumi's still gonna wander in, but
That didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
so she's just gonna be in stealth
We go
mode
on
the
with
entire
plan.
time.
You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.